Welcome back to another exciting episode of Nature Uncovered. Imagine standing at the edge of a canyon so vast it stretches farther than the eye can see, walking across a mirror-like landscape that perfectly reflects the sky, or descending into a giant underwater sinkhole that disappears into deep blue darkness. Our planet is nearly 4.5 billion years old, and over that immense span of time, nature has shaped landscapes so extraordinary that they seem almost impossible. Yet every one of these places is real. Some reveal the incredible power of geology. Others preserve clues about Earth's ancient past. And a few continue to challenge scientists, who are still working to fully understand how they formed. In today's episode of Nature Uncovered, we'll explore some of Earth's most remarkable natural wonders, places that are not only breathtaking, but also backed by fascinating science. Let's begin our journey. The first glimpse of the Grand Canyon often leaves visitors speechless. From rim to rim, this enormous landscape stretches for hundreds of kilometers, exposing rock layers that record nearly 2 billion years of Earth's history. The canyon was carved primarily by the Colorado River, working together with uplift of the Colorado Plateau and millions of years of erosion. Wind, rain, freezing temperatures, and flowing water gradually widened and deepened the canyon over immense periods of time. Each layer of rock tells a different chapter of Earth's story. Some formed in ancient deserts. Others were once the floors of shallow seas that disappeared hundreds of millions of years ago. For geologists, the Grand Canyon is more than a spectacular landscape. It's one of the world's greatest natural records of planetary history. And despite decades of research, scientists continue to study exactly how different geological processes combined to create the canyon we see today. Imagine walking across thousands of perfectly shaped stone columns that fit together so neatly they almost look handcrafted. For centuries, local legends claimed these stones were built by giants. The famous Irish tale says the giant Finn McCool created the pathway across the sea. The real story is no less remarkable. Around 60 million years ago, this region was covered by intense volcanic activity. Rivers of molten lava spread across the landscape. As the lava cooled, it began to shrink. That shrinking created cracks, and nature followed the most energy-efficient pattern possible, forming mostly hexagonal basalt columns. Today, around 40,000 of these interlocking columns make up the Giant's Causeway, making it one of the finest examples of columnar basalt anywhere on Earth. Scientists continue to study the exact cooling conditions that produced such unusually regular patterns, because similar formations are also found in places like Iceland, the United States, and even on Mars, offering clues about volcanic processes beyond our own planet. Standing here reminds us that nature can create geometry so precise it seems almost impossible, without a single human hand ever touching it. Imagine standing in a place where the ground disappears, and the sky seems to begin beneath your feet. Welcome to Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, covering more than 10,000 square kilometers. Millions of years ago, this breathtaking landscape was part of a series of enormous prehistoric lakes. As the climate changed, the lakes gradually dried up, leaving behind an immense crust of salt several meters thick. During the rainy season, something extraordinary happens. A thin layer of water spreads evenly across the perfectly flat surface, turning the salt flat into one of the largest natural mirrors on Earth. The reflection becomes so flawless that the horizon almost disappears, making it difficult to tell where the sky ends and the Earth begins. But Salar de Uyuni is more than a spectacular destination. Beneath its surface lies one of the world's largest known reserves of lithium, a mineral that plays a vital role in rechargeable batteries used in electric vehicles, smartphones, and renewable energy storage. For scientists, this vast white landscape is also incredibly useful. Because the surface is exceptionally flat, it has been used to calibrate satellites orbiting hundreds of kilometers above Earth. Nature created a place so beautiful that it attracts photographers from around the world, and so scientifically valuable that it helps improve technology far beyond our planet. Far out in the Caribbean Sea, There's a perfect blue circle so enormous it can be seen from space. This is Great Blue Hole, one of the world's most famous underwater sinkholes. It measures about 318 meters, 1,043 feet, across and reaches a depth of approximately 124 meters, 407 feet. But this wasn't always underwater. During the last ice age, sea levels were much lower than they are today. The Blue Hole was once a vast limestone cave on dry land. Over thousands of years, rainwater slowly dissolved the limestone, creating large underground chambers filled with spectacular stalactites. As the ice age ended and glaciers melted, sea levels rose, flooding the cave. Eventually, parts of its ceiling collapsed, leaving behind the enormous circular sinkhole we see today. When divers descend into its depths, they pass towering stalactites, silent reminders that this mysterious place was once above sea level. Scientists have also studied sediment layers from the Blue Hole, discovering valuable evidence of ancient hurricanes. These natural records help researchers understand how powerful storms have changed over thousands of years, improving our knowledge of Earth's climate history. What looks like a beautiful blue circle from above is, in reality, a remarkable archive of our planet's geological and environmental past. Imagine climbing through dense rainforest, only to emerge on a mountain unlike any other on Earth. Welcome to Mount Roraima, one of the oldest geological formations on the planet. Rising to about 2,810 meters, 9,219 feet, this massive tabletop mountain, known as a tepui, is surrounded by sheer cliffs that soar hundreds of meters above the rainforest below. The rocks that form Mount Roraima belong to the Guiana Shield, with some dating back nearly 2 billion years. Over immense spans of time, erosion carved away the surrounding landscape, leaving this isolated plateau standing alone. That isolation has turned Mount Roraima into a natural laboratory of evolution. Many of the plants found here have adapted to nutrient-poor soils by trapping insects for nourishment. Several species of plants, frogs, and other organisms found on the summit are endemic, meaning they occur nowhere else on Earth. The mountain is also famous for its dramatic weather. Thick clouds frequently roll across the plateau, and heavy rainfall feeds countless waterfalls that plunge from its cliffs into the forest below. Its otherworldly appearance inspired explorers and writers for generations, including the setting of Arthur Conan Doyle's novel The Lost World. But the real mountain is every bit as extraordinary as fiction. Mount Roraima reminds us that some of Earth's greatest wonders aren't just beautiful. They're living windows into our planet's ancient past. Some landscapes are so extraordinary that they seem to belong to another planet. Hidden within Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, thousands of towering sandstone pillars rise dramatically from the forest below. Many soar more than 200 meters, 650 feet, into the sky, often wrapped in mist that makes them appear to float among the clouds. These spectacular formations were not created overnight. Over millions of years, layers of quartz-rich sandstone were gradually sculpted by rain, rivers, weathering, and erosion. Water seeped into tiny cracks in the rock. As temperatures changed and erosion continued, weaker sections wore away while stronger columns remained standing. The result is one of the most unique landscapes on Earth. The park is home to more than 3,000 sandstone pillars and peaks, surrounded by deep valleys, forests, and diverse wildlife. Many rare species, including the endangered Chinese giant salamander and several protected plants, live within this remarkable ecosystem. In 2009, the breathtaking scenery inspired the floating mountains of the film Avatar. One of the park's most famous pillars was later renamed Avatar Hallelujah Mountain to celebrate that connection. But long before Hollywood noticed it, Zhangjiajie had already been telling a story written by nature over hundreds of millions of years. It is a reminder that Earth's greatest artist has always been time itself. Imagine discovering a hillside that looks as if it's covered in snow, even in the middle of summer. Welcome to Pamukkale, whose name means cotton castle in Turkish. At first glance, the brilliant white terraces appear almost unreal, but they are the result of a slow natural process that has continued for thousands of years. Warm underground springs rise to the surface carrying water rich in calcium carbonate. As the water flows down the hillside, carbon dioxide escapes into the air. This causes the dissolved minerals to solidify, gradually forming layers of travertine, a type of limestone. Drop by drop, year after year, nature built a masterpiece. The terraces collect crystal-clear thermal water, creating shimmering pools that have attracted visitors since ancient times. Nearby lie the ruins of Hierapolis, an ancient Greco-Roman city where people believe these mineral-rich waters had healing properties. Today, Pamukkale is carefully protected. Visitors are only allowed to walk barefoot in designated areas to help preserve the delicate travertine formations for future generations. Pamukkale reminds us that some of Earth's greatest wonders are not created by sudden disasters, but by patience, chemistry, and the quiet flow of water over time. From the towering cliffs of the Grand Canyon to the volcanic columns of Giant's Causeway, the endless mirror of Salar de Uyuni, the mysterious depths of the Great Blue Hole, the ancient summit of Mount Roraima, the soaring pillars of Zhangjiajie, and the dazzling white terraces of Pamukkale. Each of these places tells a chapter of Earth's incredible story. They remind us that the most astonishing creations on our planet weren't built by human hands. They were shaped by volcanoes, rivers, oceans, wind, minerals, and the unstoppable passage of time. The more scientists study these natural wonders, the more we understand how dynamic and how extraordinary our planet truly is. If you enjoyed this journey across Earth's greatest natural wonders, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Nature Uncovered, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next adventure into the hidden stories of our world. Because every landscape has a story, and every story begins with nature.